Rhodes Show. Turn up your mind.
Would you have made, by the way, the offer for Brittney Griner and Victor Bout that Russia has put forward, where they'll trade this arms dealer's 25 years for arms dealing all over the world for the WNBA player and also, I believe, a former Marine who's being held there?
She went in there loaded up with drugs into a hostile territory where they're very vigilant about drugs. They don't like drugs. And she got caught. And now we're supposed to get her out. And she makes a lot of money, I guess. But we're supposed to get her out for a absolute killer and one of the biggest arms dealers in the world. Killed many Americans, killed many people. And he's going to get a free card. And we're going to get her. She knew you don't go in there loaded up with drugs. And she admitted it. I assume she admitted it without too much force because it is what it is.
What?
And it certainly doesn't seem like a very good trade, does it? He's an absolute one of the worst in the world, and he's going to be given his freedom because a potentially spoiled person goes into Russia loaded up with drugs.
Oh, my God. Okay, so he took Russia's side there. As you know, we played that a couple of days ago. So today was Brittney Griner's sentencing, and two things. The Russians gave her 9 years in a penal colony, which is typically somewhere in the hinterlands in outer Vladivostok, like near the Arctic Circle or somewhere in Siberia. This is what they gave her for 0.7 of a gram, which Donald Trump said loaded up with drugs. She's loaded up with drugs. 0.7 of a gram of cannabis oil prescribed to her by a doctor. 9 years in hard labor. This is what happened to Brittney Griner today. And the other thing that happened, obviously, was last night, the Senate voted 95-1. You could celebrate bipartisanship here if you want to. I could tell you this is very easy. The one was Josh Hawley. He said no to this. But 95 senators of both parties, okay, 50-50 Senate, 95 voted to allow NATO to be joined by Sweden and Finland. For Finland and Sweden, who are always neutral countries, to come and be part of the NATO alliance. So I'm guessing, because I wasn't there, that the reason why Brittney Griner got 9 freaking years for 0.7 of a gram of cannabis oil prescribed to her by a doctor for pain. The reason why she got 9 years was because Vlad is peeved, I tell you, just livid that Sweden and Finland, who share a border, like a 700-mile border with Russia, are now going to be part of the NATO alliance. And the vote in the United States, I mean, this wasn't even close. This wasn't, Mitch McConnell said, hey, listen, Russia can't think that the United States is going to sit back and relax and enjoy the show as they invade their neighbors. You just don't, that's not going to happen. And, we're going to broaden our alliance. We're going to include Sweden. We're going to include Finland in the freaking alliance. Now, obviously, Griner is being used as a pawn here. And now we're going to have to go through all this diplomatic wrangling to get her the hell out of Russia, where she's been going, by the way, for 6 years. 6 years she's been playing for this Russian team, trying to expand the viewership, the audience possibilities for women's basketball. That is what her entire focus of her life has been about, trying to make women's basketball something that the world really loves.